And I'm following some developing news as more than 100 million people are on alert because of a massive storm. Right here, this is actually a live look at the airport in Bloomington, Minnesota. You can see there is lots of snow covering the runway here. Planes, of course, parked. Not much activity as crews there, of course, go through their day-to-day routine. We've been tracking flight cancellations. We are already seeing more than 600 canceled flights all across the country, according to FlightAware. So far this morning, we got 16 flights canceled out of DFW, 10 out of Love Field, and a couple of those flights are to places like Minnesota or Salt Lake City. There's already a lot of snow there, but this winter storm, it could make history, guys. More than 2 feet of snow could fall in Minnesota with strong winds, dangerously cold temps. Schools already called off. The state legislature closed until next week. Many offices are closed, but it's not just a few states to the north. I mean, this is a storm that is coast to coast, hitting parts of California with extreme wind there. And on the East Coast, a rare winter tornado. Travel plans are not expected to get any easier for those flying out later this week. So if you or someone you know may be traveling in the path of this system, you might not be in luck, but we'll keep you updated on this throughout the morning, especially those flight cancellations. Right now, let's turn it over to Mariel Ruiz, who's giving us a look at what this storm is doing and in the expansiveness of this storm.
Yeah, not just in how many states, but also in the duration. We're looking at a 3-day event with over 20 states under some kind of winter weather advisory or warning. Blizzard warnings now extending from Wyoming, the Dakotas into Minnesota. And like Megan mentioned, a couple of places in Minnesota could see over 2 feet of snow, which would put it in top 3 for snowiest events on record. And these records go back over 100 years. We're looking at this here. We can see a huge system, a big dip in the jet stream that's causing those high winds in California, causing the snow event across the northern plains, and it kind of keeps that cold air trapped to the north. Meanwhile, high pressure to the south there giving us that warmth that we saw yesterday. It comes in 2 spurts, though. We saw the first round of snow overnight and into this morning, the next one happening tonight, and you can see that snow already expanding from the Rockies into the Dakotas, areas of Minnesota, and into the Great Lakes. Now, this is going to continue over the course of the next 24 hours at the very least, and areas that don't see the snow will see the ice. That's including areas of the southern Great Lakes into the northeast, where, like I said, we could see some major travel impacts. And for those that are not getting significant snow, we're talking very cold air. 0 degrees already in Rapid City, a -9 in Bismarck with wind chills, -21 to -25 anywhere from Rapid City to International Falls. And that's not the coldest it'll get. Some wind chills will be close to -40 in the next 24 hours, Kara.